In everyone, this is Lucas No here, and in this video I am going to be doing 2D animation on my task 1 that I was working on the other day. For those who are just tuning in on YouTube, you are watching a edited version, so there will be certain things in, but all these videos for the last few days have been strictly for a project. So everything that is mentioned in this is all relating to the same project. And when I said that this is a continuation on, or doing a 2D animation on my last thing I've done, what I meant by that was, if I go down here to my Adobe Photoshop, I have created this lovely, clean, green environment. I know it's cartoon looking, but that is the style that I want it to be. As you can see, that it's all put in different folders of each stuff, but we're not focusing on this task 1. This is task 2, and if I go to my Google Chrome and look at my task section, here is this scenario. We can see that task 2 is 2D animation, or digital animation. It says here, you should demonstrate your use of 2D animation software tools for computer game animation on your blog and record your work in progress. Well, I believe that just recording videos is a work in progress, as well as evidence of my skills and techniques and what I'm doing. And with the voiceover as well, it's not exactly voiceover, it is a live voiceover, which means that what I'm saying is at the same time recording everything I am doing. So let's just say I move my mouse here and I move my mouse over there. You can see that happening, which means that I am not speaking over this like after doing the work. This is all live. It's not live stream on YouTube, no, but because the unedited version of these videos are for the project purposes. But my option here is I had to demonstrate my 2D animation skills and software. So in this video I'm using Adobe After Effects. I do have Adobe Flash, which is, I think, is now known as Adobe Animate or Animation, which is a kind of an update to Flash, but I've got the CS6 Creative Suite, so everything that I'm doing is all in CS6, and I'm not sure if CC is backwards compatible. So everything that I do in CS6 has to be done in other CS6 formats. Otherwise I won't be able to open it if I brought into something like CC. But that is just my personal experience. I not yet know if there is a backwards compatibility. But it says, in order to achieve M2, you should apply appropriate methods and techniques which are appropriate to the type of 2D animations I am producing. And as you can see, I have my nice 2D here. And because it's all put in certain layers, which means that hopefully I will be able to open these up in After Effects. As you can see with my turbine shaft, or my turbine pieces here, I've got my rotor, which is this, and I've got the blades, and these all have to rotate, and I made them all separately. And I'm hoping that these effects that I've got in Photoshop will also apply to it in After Effects. If not, then I might have to redo all of it again. Or I could save them. If there's any way to get around it, I would have to save each piece individually and then import them into After Effects. That is a method that I will be willing to do if I can't get all the gradient effects and anything like that into After Effects. So first and first, I have my Adobe After Effects open, and I'm going to have to create a new composition. Now I just click on composition here and I go to new composition. Now I need to figure out how long I want it to run. It varies depending on where you are in the world. Oh, excuse me. I haven't uploaded much in terms of this project on the basis that I've been feeling unwell. I've still got a bad stomach actually. Not sure why, but It shouldn't stop me doing these videos tutorials. It's just more of an annoyance than anything else. So my composition settings, we're gonna call this we're gonna call my composition clean. Oops. Clean energy. It's an advertisement for that, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a typography in this animation, as well as having the rotor and the blades of the turbine spinning. So we need to make sure that certain pieces are not all static. I have saved the JPEG version of my Photoshop work, which I will upload onto my Behance, and possibly sometime in the future my edited videos of these demonstration videos will be going up on Behance as well, if I can. And I just had a message come through, but I will look at that later. So in the United Kingdom, how we do frame rates is different to what is done in, say, North America or Europe. Generally in North America it is 24 frames per second, as you can see here, but in the United Kingdom we use 25 frames. I could go and click on my presets and choose something that is appropriate for the things that I'm doing, but I generally like to do it all custom. I'm going to keep on it in 20 by 1080, and I'm just going to change this from 24 to 25. How long do I want it to be? Well, as you can see down in the duration here, it's 3 minutes 32 seconds. That's because I was doing something else in After Effects a few days ago. But I want this advert to be at least to last around 30 seconds at least. So I'll get rid of that 3 and put a 0. And I'll get rid of that 2 here and put a 0. The reason I want it to be 30 seconds is for a continuity kind of effect. So when I finally bring this 2D animated billboard into the 3D space, at least I've got some time to work with, and it will run through that 30 seconds. So I click on OK, and as you can see I have my little black rectangle, which is my screen. So we now have our background, our composition, and what I'm going to do is I am going to add in my Photoshop stuff. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in the I'm going to bring in my my JPEG version first, so I've got like a base point so I can see what is being done. And remember, my my Photoshop is at a different resolution in comparison to the actual resolution used here. It is because I worked it based on a texture size that you get in a video game, like 2048 by 2048, something like that. This in After Effects with animation, I put it at 1920 by 1080. I know it's not going to fit all in right, but it's how I set it up. Now whether it is right or wrong, it's my choice. I decided to put the Photoshop textures at the resolution of a video game, and for the animation side it's going to be HD. And my cat is crying. I will have to sort him out in a minute if he keeps it up. What I mean is I gotta just let him out. I think that's what he wants. Right, so I'm going to import a file. Now I need to try and find my final major project, wherever I have saved it. I've got so much stuff here. I think it would be in my productions. Yeah, FMP parts. Yeah, so let's get my clean energy poster. So I'll do that. This is just to show how big the actual resolution is. And as you can see, it fits, but it's slightly bigger in terms of width, because The actual resolution is 1920 by 1080. The texture resolution is 2048 width and 1024 height, which means that it is longer but shorter. But I am going to click on this side here, and I'm just going to scale it up like so. I want it to fit in because I think it looked good when it comes to a camera. So I'm just going to scale that like so. But good news is, because that's a JPEG, I can see the gradients. But I do not want to change that yet until I actually get the pieces in. Because once I get the pieces in, I know what to work with. But I keep my clean energy there for now. I can hide it if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. So, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to see if my Photoshop files want to work for me. And all the gradients and the effects from Photoshop are also added in. So, I'll go to Import and go to Import File. And we click on our Task 1 Demonstration PSD, Photoshop. And then we click on Open. I may have done it wrong. Hopefully I haven't. Oh, that's good. Now, what I can do is the import kind. It just doesn't want to seem to click for me. I seem to have a bit of a lag here. Yeah, I can't do anything. It seems that it's kind of frozen on me at the moment. Oh dear. Bear with me. Depending how long it takes, I'm gonna have to cut this down. So until then, I guess I'm gonna have to wait. If not, I'm gonna have to like end my video. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna end the video here, and I will continue in a minute. So hold on.